Sure. You have range mod on Colombo. This is only one advice. I don't know what do you mean? This is only one advice? We'll see how it works. If it doesn't work, we can always change. It's the easiest thing to do. No problemo. Pasta. It's insane. Like, who is this guy they found? I've never heard an Italian has such a deep voice. It's like, Jesus, can you talk normal, dude? You what now? I have never heard an Italian person to sound this deep voice. If anything, they usually sound a little bit higher frequency. I met shit ton of Italians. When you're living in Croatia, trust me, there's Italians everywhere. I don't ever remember. That's like me saying I've never seen a Slav not in a tracksuit. No. It's not the same. Buffon? Okay. It's not the same. That's fashion. This is not fashion. As an Italian, I feel offended. I'm sorry. Like, maybe it's just every single fucking Italian that I ever met that had like a higher frequency voice and not deep. But that's some pretty crazy coincidence then. I've never known a Croatian that moans this much. Well, that's fine by me. The only question is how many you met, actually. But I'll allow you. You didn't say bitch or whine, you said moan. I like this range, 22 kilometers. It's not too bad. Oh, damn, he's slow. Eek. That's because Italians are fashionable. These tight pants cause higher pitch and... Oh, dear God. Okay. Oh my God, where do you come up with this shit, dude? Oh no. How do you come up with this shit? Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. Not necessarily true, but a good one. Good joke. What is my average damage with this thing anyway? I think I had like 130k. I don't know how many times I played it, but I think it was like 130k, exceptionally low PR. Are you a football fan? No. No. Not really. I was a much bigger sports fan when I was a kid. Nowadays, not really. I'll watch occasionally, but for the most part, nah. I'd rather be doing something than sitting in front of the TV for 2 hours and watching football. Like I said, occasionally I'll watch it, but for the most part, that's a lot of time investment into something that I'm not genuinely interested in that much. 4 games, 130k damage. I think so. Let me see. Colombo, 2 games played, 130k average. Yeah. Not 4. 2. Who knows? Maybe. Yeah, 2. 2k. I think at now day and age, games pretty much became sports of this generation. Like when I was a kid, sports was a lot more attractive, at least I feel like it. Everybody was interested in training something. It was very unusual for you to not go and do anything. Unless you were maybe poor and your parents couldn't afford to send you and pay for stuff, sure. Yeah, I used to watch football, I used to watch Formula 1, rally. Of course, if our tennis players were doing good, you were watching that. Sorry, not the volleyball, the handball. I was personally training football and water polo. I don't know. You know, you were looking at stuff. But then over the years, I kind of lost interest. I got more into music, games, and other stuff than sports. Nowadays, I find it very hard or inconvenient to sit 2 hours and do nothing but watch one game that has no influence on my life whatsoever. I don't know. I'd rather watch something that I'm really interested in watching. Times change, I guess. People change. What about basketball? No. That sport was always one of the sports that attracted me the least. I don't know why. Well, congratulations, Colombo. You did less damage with AP on my full broadside with an elevated citadel than I did with SAP. Which is exactly why I don't even bother shooting at SAP. Shooting SAP AP anymore. Yeah, I see you, dude. I see you. I don't know. Basketball was just like, if we're gonna play it, sure, but a lot of people here were not actually into basketball. Pretty much every court had the basketball thingies, and we would play for our fun, but like watching basketball? I don't know many people that actually watch basketball here. Football, sure. Handball, sure. Skiing and stuff like that, yes. Basketball? No. Don't really know a lot of people that do that. Baseball? In Croatia? No. Well, I'm trying to shield you, dummy. So we can both extract safely.
nostra squadra è in vantaggio.
And then I take a hit for him. Nice. They're landing perfect fucking hits, dude. And I'm not detected. Wow. That is much wow. Well, at least my average isn't gonna go down. 130k.
Any news from customs? PS, how does one deal with crazy people earl and stay out of jail? Any tips?
Any news from customs? What kind of news should there be from customs? How does one deal with crazy people RL and stay out of jail? Any tips? Wow. Played water polo? On the toughest, hardest team sports, how many times did you have bruised ribs, broken eardrums, and how often did you grasp for air while getting your ribs kicked out? Wait, did you play water polo on a hardcore team, or are you asking me if I played water polo on a hardcore team? No, I haven't played water polo on a hardcore team, because I wasn't serious enough when it comes to training. My coach wanted to promote me pretty much after every season, so I can move from whatever to this to that to this to that until eventually you would make it into professionals or whatever. But every summer I would just stop coming to trainings because like I talked to you about it yesterday, every summer, well, actually I haven't talked to you about it, I talked to my mods. Every summer when I was a kid, my grandma had a vacation house that the entire family would be throughout the summer. So when I was a kid, I wasn't interested in any trainings. It wasn't even in question. I'd just be there the entire summer. And then my coach would just remove me from the promotion list. And then I would go back to trainings in September, October. And then I would immediately get back on the promotion at the end of the season, but I wouldn't come to training, so he would just remove me. But I didn't care. I didn't come there to get promoted or anything like that. I came there because it was fun, and I was doing it with a couple of my best friends. Eventually, life kind of splits you, and I kind of stopped.
Abbiamo distrutto un incrociatore nemico.
But no, I wasn't playing it professionally, but I did play a bunch of games. Water polo is a dirty sport. It doesn't look like it, but it's a very dirty sport. A lot of sports are actually very dirty. And, which I'm not a huge fan of. But you think you know how the game is gonna go, and then you kind of get surprised. I'm gonna switch to AP. And do this. Come on. Fuck you.
Corazzata nemica distrutta.
There we go. But yeah, I did play a bunch of games. And people love to try to pull you under, pull your pants, or your swimming panties, whatever. Push and drag and put their nails into your body. It can be pretty dirty sport. And fuck off, game. What shocked me, speedos, yeah. What shocked me about water polo is how strong your body actually needs to be. Like, when you see these guys that are playing water polo, when you see them out of the pools, they're buildings. They're like walking fucking apartments. They're huge. Like, these fuckers are like bodybuilders, but they don't bodybuild. They're extremely strong. They're huge people. And I'm not surprised. You need insane amount of strength to swim for about an hour. Have to get yourself elevated out of the swimming pool. And these guys can get themselves elevated a lot higher than most people ever will be. And then, you know, play with the ball, shoot, be accurate, constantly be dragged, and try to get pushed under the water, not choke and suffocate, and deal with all of that while having insane amount of water in your mouth, very often swallowing a bunch of extra water that you don't want to, and fighting and wrestling other people that are trying to prevent you from running away, right? Swimming away faster than they can. You need insane strength for that sport. I did not look at that. I did not look at that sport in the same way before and after playing a couple of games.